Hi everyone, welcome to Emma, a true infidelity story. I'm excited to share a new story with you. I'm 35 with long dark brown hair that always seems to tangle around my shoulders. I'm average height, but I carry more weight than I'd like to admit with curves. I try to hide under oversized sweaters. I think I look fine until I catch my reflection and wonder if I'm doing enough. Maybe it's just me, but I always feel like there's something more. I could be like I'm not quite hitting my potential. I know how to put on a face, pretend I'm confident, but inside it's like I'm constantly fighting myself. It was one of those days, the kind where everything feels like too much. My cute dog, the one I've had for 3 years, was staring at me. I know he's just a cute dog, but when he looks at me like that, like he's waiting for something, I feel it. It's as if he knows there's something inside of me, some part of me, that's unsure. I've always told myself that I'm fine. I've built this little routine, this bubble around me that feels safe, but every now and then something shakes it. I start to doubt everything. I start to wonder, am I just letting life pass by? Am I just pretending that I'm okay with being stuck? The thing is, I've been stuck for so long. I don't even remember what it feels like to be free. I tell myself I'll do things, try new things, push myself. But every time the moment comes, I back down. I'm so terrified of failure, of making a mistake that I end up doing nothing at all. I can't even remember the last time I did something just for me. So there I was in the kitchen watching my cute dog nudge the door open with his nose. He's a big cute dog, strong, and when he wants something he goes after it. But me, I freeze. I look at him, and I know he wants me to take him outside to just go. He doesn't care about what's in my head, what I'm worried about. He just wants to run, and there's this voice in my head. This tiny voice whispering, why don't you just go with him just once? Let go. Stop overthinking everything. The more I hear it, the louder it gets. It gnaws at me. What am I waiting for? If I don't move now, when will I? What's keeping me from doing this simple thing? I look at my cute dog again, and for a second, I almost feel like he knows. His eyes are full of this unspoken thing, like he's saying, come on. It's not that hard, just try. I hesitate. It's like every doubt I've ever had is pushing against me, holding me back. But the thought of staying in this endless loop of doing nothing, that's worse. I step forward, feels impossible at first, but then it doesn't. I don't know how to explain it, but it was like something inside me just clicked. I grabbed his leash, took a deep breath, and opened the door. When I stepped outside, the air felt different. It wasn't perfect, and it wasn't anything magical. But I knew in that moment that I was taking the first step. I was moving past that thing inside me that said I couldn't. And even though it was just a walk, it felt huge. Later, when I sat down, I realized something. I had done it, and that was enough. Not because of where we went or what happened next, but because I chose to take that step. I chose to face the fear, to break free from it. Even if it was just for a moment, it wasn't about the walk. It was about finally listening to that voice in my head, telling me I was capable of more. Maybe next time it'll be a bigger step. But for now, I've learned something. I don't need to wait for a perfect moment. I can just choose. And that in itself is everything. That I'm sitting in the living room, staring out the window. It's the same view I've had for years, nothing new, nothing exciting. I know I'm supposed to feel comfortable here, like I've built this safe little world for myself. But today he's too quiet too. Still, I can feel this restlessness growing inside me, like something is pushing at my ***T, begging to get out. My cute dog lies at my feet as calm as ever. But I'm anything. But I've gotten good at pretending that everything's okay. I've learned to smile, to nod, to keep going through the motions. But deep down I know I'm not living. I'm just existing. The thought keeps running through my head. Is this all there is? And the more I think about it, the more I feel trapped in my own life. I don't know when it happened, but somewhere along the way I stopped moving forward. I stopped trying. I looked down at my dog again. He's always been there, loyal and steady. But I think he knows. I think he knows that I'm stuck, that I've been too afraid to take a leap, to do something that scares me. He doesn't care about the fears. I carry the doubts that crowd my mind. He just wants me to get up, to move, to do something. The clock on the wall ticks louder, now echoing in the silence. The weight of the moment presses on me. The thought of making a change, even the smallest one, is terrifying. What if I fail? What if I take a step and it's the wrong one? What if everything falls apart? I've been asking myself these questions for so long. I don't even know how to stop. But then something shifts, a tiny spark. It's not a big moment, not some huge revelation, but it's enough. I start to realize that the fear of staying stuck is worse than the fear of moving. I can't stay here anymore. I can't keep waiting for the perfect moment, because it's never going to come. I have to act now. Before I lose myself completely, I grab my cute dog's leash. He jumps up, tail wagging, sensing that something's about to change. My heart races. My hands feel clammy, but I know I can't turn back. I open the door, stepping outside into the cold air. Hill sharp real, and for the first time in a long time, I feel alive. Not because of where we're going, but because I'm finally moving. The walk is simple, nothing extraordinary, but it feels like the world is opening up in front of me. Every step is a little bit more freedom, a little bit more courage. My cute dog leads the way, but it's not just him moving me forward. It's me for the first time. I'm taking control of my life, choosing to step out of the comfort I've hidden in for too long. As we walk, I can feel the weight lifting off my shoulders, even if it's just for a moment. It's like I've been holding my breath for years, and now I'm finally exhaling. It doesn't matter that it's just a walk, that it's nothing monumental. What matters is that I've made a choice. I've taken a step towards something, even if I don't know where it leads. And for once, that's enough. When we get back, I sit down on the couch, breathing in the stillness. I don't know what's next. I don't know if I'm ready for the big changes that are coming, but right now I've made it. And in that small, quiet moment, I feel something I haven't felt in a long time. Peace. I'm not perfect, but I'm moving, and that's enough. I've been sitting here for hours, just staring at the same spot on the wall. My cute dog is lying next to me, his head resting on his paws, waiting. He doesn't know what's going on in my mind, but I feel like he understands me better than anyone else ever could. He doesn't judge, he just exists in a way that makes me wish I could be that simple. I feel stuck, like I at a standstill in my life, unable to move, too afraid to take a step. I've thought about this moment so many times, this moment where everything changes. But every time I picture it, I freeze. What if I fail? What if I fall flat on my face? I've been avoiding making any kind of decision for so long, and now it feels like the weight of it all is pressing in on me. The fear of doing nothing is starting to hurt more than the fear of taking action. It's like there's this voice inside of me whispering, you can't stay here forever. The more I think about it, the more I realize that the only thing holding me back is myself. My doubts, my fears, they're all in my head. There's no one else telling me I can't do it. It's just me standing in my own way. And that thought cuts deeper than anything else. I've spent years telling myself that I'm not ready, that I need more time, that it's not the right moment. But the truth is, I've been waiting for something outside of me to change. But what if it's not about the right moment? What if it's about me choosing to move even when I'm terrified? I glance at my cute dog again. He's not waiting for permission. He doesn't care about the doubts that are running through my mind. He's just living in the present, ready to go. I stand up, feeling my heart race in my ch***t. The decision isn't made yet, but I know it's coming. I can feel it. The world outside that door feels so far away, but I can't keep hiding from it. I can't keep avoiding life because I'm afraid of what might happen. And that's when it hits me. It's not the risk that scares me. It's the regret of not trying. The regret of never stepping outside of this little bubble I've created for myself. I've spent so long sitting on the sidelines watching life pass me by, but no more. I grab my cute dog's leash. It's not a grand gesture. It's not some huge leap forward, but it feels monumental to me. It feels like I'm finally choosing to do something, even if it's just a walk around the block. My cute dog looks up at me, tail wagging, like he's known all along that this was the moment. I open the door, and the cool air hits me. It's uncomfortable, but it feels real. The street is quiet, the world going on around me while I take this first step. And in that moment, something shifts inside me. I'm not running away from anything anymore. I'm not afraid to try. The fear doesn't disappear, but it doesn't control me. We walk together, my cute dog leading the way, but it's me choosing to follow. Each step feels heavier, like I'm breaking free from something that's been holding me back for years. The fear, the doubts, the hesitation. They're still there, but they don't stop me. When we get home, I sit down still, breathing a little faster than normal. But something inside me is different. I've taken the first step. It wasn't easy and it wasn't perfect, but it was enough. I've learned that sometimes the hardest thing isn't the decision itself, but the moment you realize that you're the one who's been holding yourself back. I don't know what happens next, but right now I've broken through. And that's all I need. That I stand at the edge of the door, the cool air brushing against my face, but I don't step outside. I'm frozen, my hand hovering just above the doorknob. My cute dog is next to me, his eyes wide, waiting as though he knows what this moment means. But I can't seem to move. My heart is pounding in my ***T, each beat echoing louder than the last. The world outside seems so distant, so unfamiliar. And the thought of stepping out there sends a surge of panic through me. Why is it so hard to just take one step? I've been thinking about this for days, weeks, maybe longer. I've been telling myself that I'm going to do something, anything. But every time the moment comes, I hesitate. I don't even know what I'm afraid of anymore. Is it failure? Or is it the possibility that things could actually change, that I might actually have to face the unknown and let go of everything I've been holding on to? The doubts creep in like a heavy fog, clouding my mind. I tell myself it's not the right time. You're not ready. What if you fail? What if everything goes wrong? But then there's this other voice, faint but persistent, that keeps pushing against the noise. What happens if you don't try? What happens if you stay in this place forever? Stuck in your own fear, never moving forward. I glance down at my cute dog again. He doesn't care about my fears. He doesn't care about the excuses I've been making. He's just ready to go. Ready to live in the moment without overthinking, without hesitation. I feel a wave of frustration wash over me. Why is it so easy for him? Why can't I just be like him? Unburdened by all these thoughts and doubts, I close my eyes for a second, letting the moment stretch out in front of me. The weight of it presses down on me, the pressure building with every breath. I know I can't stay here forever. I can't keep pretending that I'm okay with being stuck. I can't keep telling myself that tomorrow will be the day, because tomorrow never comes. I have to decide no right now. I open my eyes and grab the leash. My cute dog barks once, as if to say finally. My heart still races, but there's something different this time. Something that wasn't there before. It's not courage exactly, but maybe it's just the knowledge that I can't keep living in this cage of my own making. I push open the door and step outside. The air is cold, biting at my skin, but it's real, heels real. The first step is the hardest, but once I make it, it's like the floodgates open. I'm not running toward anything, but away from the fear that's kept me locked inside for so long. With each step it's like I'm shedding parts of myself, parts that have been holding me back. I don't know where this path is taking me, but I'm not looking back anymore. As we walk, I can feel something shifting inside of me. The fear hasn't gone away, but it no longer has the power to control me. I don't know what's on the other side of this moment, but for the first time in a long time, I don't care. I'm moving forward, and that's enough. When we get back to the house, my cute dog runs ahead, tail wagging, but I stay behind for a moment, standing still in the quiet. My ***T is still tight, but it's different now. It's not fear anymore. It's something else, something lighter, freer. I've made the choice, and that's all that matters. The world hasn't changed, but I have, and for once I'm okay with that. I've been sitting here for what feels like forever, just staring at the same spot on the wall, my mind racing, but my body paralyzed. The thoughts keep coming in waves, crashing against me harder and harder, but I can't seem to make them stop. I don't know how long I've been sitting here, but it feels like a lifetime. It feels like I'm suffocating under the weight of my own indecision. The clock ticks loudly each second, a reminder of how much time I've wasted, how much time I've spent not moving, not doing anything. I keep telling myself that tomorrow will be the day I change things. Tomorrow I'll take that first step, but tomorrow never comes. And the more I think about it, the more I realize that it's not the world that's holding me back. I've spent so long hiding behind my own fears, my own doubts, that I've forgotten how to act, how to move forward. I glance down at my cute dog. He's just lying there looking up at me, waiting, and I can't help but feel a pang of envy. He doesn't think about things the way I do. He doesn't hesitate or second-guess himself. He just exists fully in the moment, completely free of all the worries that have tangled themselves around my mind. And I wonder, when did I stop being like that? When did I start overthinking everything, weighing every choice, every decision like it's the end of the world? I stand up, my legs feeling shaky, like I've been sitting for too long. The house feels too small now, like it's closing in on me, pressing in from all sides. I take a deep breath and try to steady myself, but the fear is still there, just beneath the surface. What if I mess up? What if it's all too much? What if I fail? But the more I think about it, the more something else starts to bubble up inside me, something that feels stronger than the fear. What if I don't try? What if I stay here stuck in this moment forever? Never knowing what could have been. The realization hits me all at once, sharp and clear. It's not about what happens if I fail. It's about what happens if I don't even try. And suddenly I don't care about the fear anymore. I don't care about the what ifs or the doubts. I can't live like this anymore. I can't keep waiting for the right moment, because it's never going to come. If I want something to change, I have to be the one to make it happen. I grab my cute dog's leash, and he jumps up immediately, tail wagging like he knows. This is the moment. My heart is still pounding in my ***T. My hands still shaking, but I don't stop. I open the door and step outside. The air is cold, sharp against my skin, but it feels real. It feels like a reminder that I'm alive, that I'm here, and that I can still make a choice. We walk down the street side by side, my cute dog leading the way. I don't know where we're going, but for the first time in a long time, it doesn't matter. The fear hasn't gone away, but it's no longer holding me back. Each step feels like a small victory, a little push forward, away from the doubt and the hesitation. I'm not running away from anything. I'm just moving, and with every step it feels a little easier. When we get home, I feel the weight lifting off my shoulders. It's not a perfect moment, not some grand transformation, but it's something. I've made a choice. I've taken a step, and for the first time in so long, I feel like I'm moving forward, not because everything's perfect, but because I've decided to try. The world hasn't changed, but I have. And that's enough. If this story resonated with you, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your support helps us craft more engaging stories for you.